All right, everybody. Welcome to the last show of the year. I've been promoting this since October. We're finally here. The Keeks second annual AEW Awards, everybody. Y'all gotta be the crowd too, so clap, clap. Everybody clap.
Clap for me, bitch.
Turn up.
Everybody clap. Yes, this is the award show. AEW security. This is it's been a interesting year for AEW 2023. We're gonna celebrate it today. Of course, we're getting our flowers today to Jeff Jarrett. Banks, don't say nothing. Be quiet.
Fuck Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, JEFF.
Oh,
JARR.
right there, brother.
We just got here. God damn.
So I said I would start at 8:15. We had some moments in AEW, some funny moments, some what the fuck moments, some surprises moments. People done came over and all types of stuff. So we're gonna get into it today. Hey Andy, welcome. These people I have Davis, aka Drip. I have Banks. He swear he's leaving podcasting. I don't know. We have CJ here, and we have the queen, Miss Lyric, is here today. They don't know who's winning. This is all a reaction on them. They will give their guesses. I'm gonna give them a chance to guess to see who it is. So, welcome. Where's the party? Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. So, first things first, this is the pre-show awards. I'm gonna be giving out the pre-show. They didn't make the main card, but they should be recognized this year. So, we're gonna get started. Make sure y'all clap for these people.
Is it
Hooray.
Yeah, it's like you know how they be doing like them they still be having them back performances and then they give that's what this is.
The awards no one wants to see. Yeah.
That's what this is.
Got it. The music.
Okay, so
Source Awards.
first thing first, we're gonna start off with the manager of the year. I'm giving this to Prince Nana. Yeah, so give it up for Prince Nana. He is the manager of the year. He was doing the dancing shit. He had a good year.
Who, me?
Give it up for Prince Nana, okay? Next up, we have the engagement of the year. Now, this is the award for somebody that was constantly engaging with fans on social media, especially on Twitter. Even though he is known for tweeting and deleting, but he was engaging. Give it up for Daniel Garcia. That is the engagement the year. What?
Yeah.
The hump man.
Of the year. Yeah, goes to Daniel Garcia. All right, so we're going to give up for Mr. Rampage and Miss Rampage. We're going to start off with Mr. Rampage. He was a very, very underdog of this year. He was needed for Rampage, and he was one of the ones that you faced to help elevate you to get to that point. Mr. Rampage goes to Trent Beretta.
I knew it.
Trent Beretta is Mr. Rampage of 2023. So
that Trent Beretta?
I agree.
Yeah,
Are we talking about the same Trent Beretta?
Yes.
What he be doing?
He be wrestling on Rampage. That's the point.
What he doing?
Well, he be setting screens, you know what I'm saying, hitting corner. Look, he's PJ Tucker. He's the PJ Tucker of AEW.
No. He's better.
No disrespect him like that.
No, he's better than PJ Tucker. Come
Who's
on.
Danny Green, CJ? Give him Danny Green with 76.
Well, he's PJ Tucker that can do a moonsault.
He can come off the bench.
Yes.
He's a 6-man.
Yeah, but he's not PJ. Come on, for a guy who roots for the current Golden State Warriors, you can't start comparing people to PJ Tucker.
I ain't got no 6 man. You know what I mean?
Ain't got a 5th man, a 4th man, nothing.
Hey,
I got
Chris
one
Paul,
man.
shout out to Banger.
All right, so Mrs. Rampage. Okay, so we're going to give it up for Miss Rampage. She has been booked on Rampage a lot. That's where you see her perfect her craft. You've seen her, get a lot of TV time to get to this point. Miss Rampage goes to Sky Blue. That is Miss Rampage of 2023.
Shut up, Banks.
Banks, keep it together. All right, so we're gonna move on to, of course, Mr. Collision. Mr. Collision, we know it was
Punk.
built for some security. All right.
Look in my eyes.
Mr. Collision goes to none other. Mr. Bang Bang J. White is Mr. Collision of 2023. He got the ratings up for Collision. He was carrying Collision on his back. Guns up.
Oh, put the team on his fucking back though. Had to see him Punk got out.
Yeah.
And FTR was involved every time.
Yeah,
This could have been a good pick too.
Listen, I got my own Bullet Club and it's gold. You know what I mean? So put the team on my back though. After everybody, listen, bang bang, Mr. Collision.
Look who in it.
All right, so Miss Collision, it ain't much to say about this when it's no brainer. Miss Collision goes to Miss Chris Statlander.
No.
That's right. That's right.
That was a no brainer. Like, she carried Collision on her back. She was helping, the women's division. It was better on Collision than it was on Dynamite because of Chris Statlander. Okay.
She got a good match out of Britt Baker.
Talk about it. Big stat.
She got a main event out of Britt Baker. Yeah, Chris Statlander more than a woman. Period.
Yes. So I know this is the AEW Awards, but AEW is also ROH as well. ROH is part of AEW, so they will be included. So for ROH Male Wrestler of the Year goes to none other than Mr. Shibata. He carried ROH on his back as a male wrestler. That was our champion. Not world champion, but pure champion. So shout out to Mr. Shibata. I didn't want to miss the first
what does that even mean? Like, I'm the pure champion. Like, he might be the champion, but I'm the pure champion.
Like, he's like, everything is clean. Like, clean finishes and all of that shit. Grisham.
Yeah.
Hey, no C's, no stems. I'm the no C's, no stems champion.
Yeah. That part. Yeah. But Willa Yuta didn't beat him purely to win it. So, that's another thing.
Man, nobody like Willa Yuta blood.
And then, of course, no brainer, ROH Female Wrestler of the Year goes to Miss Athena, the first Black ROH Women's World Champion. Miss Athena is ROH Female Wrestler of the Year. She is still carrying the company to this day for ROH. So, yes, we're going to give it up for them. So, those are our pre-show winners. They didn't make the main card show. It was, it's 30 nominations in total. So, yeah, they couldn't have made it. So, first things first, we're going to start it off. We're going to, we know why everybody is here. We're going to give the man, we're going to, I'm sorry. I did forget. I forgot Dynamite. Thank you for reminding me, producer. I sure forgot about Dynamite, y'all. Hold on. Ricky. Okay, so Mr. Dynamite goes to, of course, he carried Dynamite. He had most of his title matches in Dynamite of 2023. Of course, it goes to Mr. Orange Cassidy.
Yep, absolutely.
He carried Dynamite, y'all, 2023. That was his year.
Definitely.
All right. And then, of course, Miss Dynamite for 2023. I know the women's division was shaky a little bit for 2023, especially on Dynamite, but she did what she had to do. She tried her very best and dependable. And, of course, she was booked the most on Dynamite. So give it up. Miss Dynamite is Toni Storm.
Oh, yeah. A little thick Australian mime.
Mm-hmm.
Artsy.
Okay, so my bad. I had forgot about Dynamite. That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna get into the main awards. Before we get into the actual nominations, we're gonna give our flowers. I'm glad everybody's here. This is what we came here for. Play the video, please. Yes. It was beautifully written, beautifully put together by Miss Hahrts on Taco Champions. Thank you, Hahrts, for making that. That is in honor of Jeff Jarrett. Of course, I'm going to post it on Instagram as well as Twitter so y'all can read it and read the 37 years he has contributed to wrestling. Bree-hoo for the bad bitches. My world, Jeff Jarrett.
I can't wait to bring her along with my baby tonight.
I'm going around. Davis, you first. What is the nicest? How has Jeff Jarrett contributed to wrestling? Speak.
Overall or in AEW?
Overall.
Well, he did create TNA, so that's the only thing I can give him credit for, is that he did create the company that gave us AJ Styles on a platform, Samoa Joe, the X Division, etc., and all that. That's the only credit I can give him. Besides that, because again, he got screwed out of his own company due to his incompetence, but he did create the company to get screwed out of. So either way, that's the only. Because I hate that song. I hate my.
Okay, all right. We're moving on to
the childhood PTSD that rings in my head, like Kill Bill. When I hear that song.
It's Banks' turn. What say some nice things about Jeff Jarrett?
Because TNA, like David said, he broke 1,000 guitars and over everybody head, including, Beetlejuice. He got nice ring gear. He had the same term since he was 18 years old, working with his pops.
All right, that's enough. Bye. Okay, that's enough. CJ, what nice things that you have to say about Jeff Jarrett?
Oh no, I got you right now. We're not gonna disrespect JEFF, JARRETT. All right, you know what I'm saying? He was Dolph Ziggler before Dolph Ziggler. You know what I mean?
And Dolph Ziggler came along and he clips whatever he did. Come on, don't do that.
There's no listen, like nepotism has never worked out any better for Jeff Jarrett. All right. He used that shit to his advantage, and that's why he is one of
his dad stole Vladimir Kozlov from him and gave him the WWE. What do you mean?
Davis, I will get security.
He runs Tennessee just like Alvin Kamara when he was there. Like, listen, Jeff Jarrett had guitar that said "Don't piss me off." You know what I mean? No, that makes him top 18 already. And he stayed relevant. Like he's in the fabric of pro wrestling just as much as all these other. So like he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? He deserved to be the first ever. You know what I'm saying? Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? AEW Awards. You know what I mean? Because like the only thing relevant about Team TNA is him because I invented that. He's the Master P of Team TNA. Master Jeff.
And Lyric. What is the nice things you have to say about Jeff Jarrett?
I actually only have nice things to say about Jeff Jarrett because I didn't start watching it until TNA. That was my first time seeing him. The Bree-Roo song, I love it. And he is a great example of job security that I would like to be able to mimic in this life. He keeps a job. And I will say, I've never seen a Jeff Jarrett match and not been entertained.
Okay, first off, to keep a job, you also have to be let go from many a job. So let's not forget, it's like as many times as Ric Flair won the title, he lost the title. So let's not act like this man didn't get shit canned over there, shit canned over here.
You're not wrong.
If I get fired, you know what I'm saying? My resume is still my resume, all right? I laid down for Hulk Hogan and got him fired because of Vince Russo.
I mean, in a 1 month span, this man was a special referee at SummerSlam, wrestled at Ric Flair's last match, and then hit Sting over the head with a guitar on AEW. Like, that's kind of iconic. I don't know.
But the ultimate hustler, he's the Sugar Bell of wrestling.
Really?
He threw tortillas into the crowd in Mexico. Come on.
But he just can't wait to be alone with his baby tonight.
All right. So
I got something to say real quick. My fault to cut you off, beloved. He did take Kurt Angle old work. That's fire.
That's a nice little piece you got over there. Mind if I get my hands on that?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
What happened to me though?
Bitch.
He definitely does. Hey, darling, how you doing?
Okay.
That's why Kurt Angle got that meme now.
Okay.
That big homie.
Okay, that's enough, y'all. Thank you guys for your remarks, beautiful remarks, whatever. But yes, you can find the post on Instagram. I will post it on Twitter as well. Again, it's written by Miss Hahrts of Talk of Champions. She's going so hard right now. She can't believe what she's hearing from some of you guys. Davis and
The
Bates.
truth hurts.
Nick.
In the words of Dave Chappelle, tough break, nigga.
All right, so we're going to get into the main card now. It's main card time. Thank you, Jeff Jarrett, for your 37 years. He got his flowers, you know. So, yeah, that was the Legends of the Year this year. It's Jeff Jarrett, Jeff Double J.
So we've got Billy Gunn and Jeff Jarrett. Next year will be interesting.
Next year got to be Sting, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Or unless
Steve
something
Borden.
else shocking happens. Yeah, Steve Borden, as I like to refer to him as well.
Yo, man, hey, like he's the third best Steve that I ever known about. So yeah, shout out to Sting.
Shout out to Sting. All right, so main card time. We're gonna start it off for the first nomination, which is the 2023 Dog of the Year. Let me see the nominees. I'm gonna say them again, and I'm gonna give y'all a chance to see who is gonna win. It's either Swerve Strickland. Top ropes, blah, 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 blah. You know how the video page? I ain't got that. Okay, and then Adam Page, Cowboy. And then Kenny Omega, goodbye. And then Chris Statlander, you know, Samoa Joe, you know, he walk out like this. And then you have Athena, Orange Cassidy, Bryan Danielson, Takeshita. I say his name wrong. Y'all got to my accent, y'all. Or John Moxley. Okay, those are the nominees for 2023 Dog of the Year. I'm gonna go around the room and see who will win. Davis, who you think winning?
I think it's got to be Hangman Page.
Okay, Banks, who you think?
Swerve. Not tried to remember the song before I said it, but I blanked out.
Okay. CJ.
Listen, Athena.
Miss Lyric.
I gotta go with Athena too. If we talking about like all year long, yeah, it's Athena.
That's some nice guesses. It was very, very hard. Yeah, but 2023 Dog of the Year goes to no other than Swerve Strickland. That is the 2023 Dog of the Year. He's had a tremendous year. This was the start of what we can see in 2024, but he was definitely Dog of the Year. All of these nominees were dogs, but he was a dog, so rightfully so. First award of the night. Well, main award of the night. Okay. All right. Next up, it is
blood, and then he still won. Like, so that's how you know you would dog. Like, you could drink my blood, but you still gonna lose, bitch ass nigga.
Real.
All right, so 2023 Veteran of the Year. Pull up the nominees. All right, first one, of course, Jeff Jarrett. He could win this one. He already got his flowers. You never know. Next up,
One's
Billy
enough.
Gunn. No, he was part of Acclaim, of course. Next up is Sting. He could get Veteran of the Year. Who knows? Next nominee is Taya Valkyrie. She was in the women's division. She is. Next up is Christian Cage. He is a veteran. Next up is Bryan Danielson. Next up is Matt Hardy.
Who invited him?
Got an extra ticket.
He was a veteran. He was a veteran, okay? Leave Matt Hardy alone.
Who?
CM Punk's a better vet than him.
Oh,
That part.
Last but not least, Chris Jericho. So, Davis, I'll start with you again. Who do you think is getting Veteran of the Year?
It's got to be Christian Cage. Out of all these people, he had the best year out of all of them on the mic and in the ring. Again, he can still go at his age way better than anyone else in the nominations. So I'm going to go with Christian Cage. Father of the Year, as Nigel McGinnon likes to call him.
Father of the Year.
Okay, Banks,
You may have a father, but he's going to be your father anyway.
A
Banks,
patriot.
what about you?
The C and Captain that was Edge and Christian. Captain Charisma himself, Christian
You're gonna do
Cage. Yeah, the double C. Hey, shout out to all my peeps as well.
CJ, who you think getting Veteran of the Year?
Christian, at last, you're on your own. Talk about people's daddies being dead. Listen, if you talk about people's daddies being dead, that makes you anything that he's nominated for that's not against Athena, I'm voting for him. So it's Christian.
Okay. And Miss Lyric, who do you think is winning?
I'm going with Christian Cage. Yeah, it gotta be Christian.
Okay.
All the peeps
Well,
are in here.
everybody thinks Christian. Christian had a wonderful year, of course. But that's not Keeks 2023 Veteran of the Year. The 2023 Veteran.
We know who it is.
Oh my God!
The 2023 Veteran of the Year goes to Mr. Sting himself. That is my 2023 Veteran of the Year is Sting. I'm sorry, y'all was off.
No, it's strict Sting, so I can't.
It just had surprised me when you had said that.
This is like when La La Land won. And then it was like, actually, Moonlight's the
Right,
winner.
Yes, so Sting is the winner. Of course, he's been paired up with Darby Allin most of 2023. He was over in Japan. He was also here. He had a great year. And we know that he's calling it quits next, in 2024. So, what you doing?
I was looking for a pin.
Oh, it's in there. Yeah,
Sting did have
The
that.
awards, mom. You know what I'm saying? We got
Sting
here
did
chilling.
have the great moment with MJF where he just went full wacky with the.
Oh, with the
What you want some pom poms, Max? Like.
So yeah, salute to Sting. Sting is the 2023 Veteran of the Year. Okay, next up, you
That was
have
some
the
no
most
David Stern
improved
shit.
male of 2023. Pull up the nominees. Darius Martin. You have Nick Wayne. You have Action Andrade. You have Big Bill. You have Daniel Garcia and Austin Gunn. All right, so that is the 2023 male of the year. Which one? I'm gonna start with you, CJ. Who do you think is taking most improved male of 2023?
Oh, my bad. Well, I was saying back again. Yeah. Dan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? DG, feel me? Got over with a dance, and then he could still choke you out like Draymond. So it's lit. DG.
Okay, Miss Lyric.
I think for if we talking about actually improved, the only person who's really like shown improvement from like last year to this year is Big Bill. So I got to go with him. Like he like completely changed his perception from when he first got in the company to now. So I'm going with Big Bill.
Can't teach that.
Banks
Mr. Humping around, what's his name? Daniel Garcia. We're going with him.
and Davis.
Big Bill. I'll go Bill as well because again, when he was Big Cass, I thought there was talent there. He just didn't get the chance to showcase it. And like Lyric said, last year he showed up in kind of one form, and he's trying to expand that a little bit. He's improving on the mic, which has always kind of been his weak spot at times, but he could always wrestle. There's no doubt about that. But I think this year's he's actually more improved compared to anyone else. Darius Martin, he still is raw as a talker. Action Andretti still raw as a talker. I mean, these guys are great in the ring, but they haven't improved as much as Big Bill has character-wise.
I love niggas flipping too. That's why
Dave Garcia, like I don't feel like he improved. He just still good.
He got worse.
I ain't say that now.
Whoa.
I just think his looking is big trash.
No, he can't talk at all. Let me tell you when I'm gonna cut my promo, okay? I'm gonna tell you why I should have won the match.
He's just a
Let me tell you when I'm winning the match. Like, and I think he's gotten worse in the ring compared to what he was before.
But,
Yeah.
like, he's a blonde head diesel. Like, if
it
you could do them 7 moves that he does, like you'll be good, dog. That's all you got to do. I'm saying side elbow, say like snake eyes, a couple power bombs here.
The Undertaker moveset.
Wait, are you talking about Kevin Nash or are you talking about Dave Garcia?
No, we're talking about Big Cash Diesel.
Okay, y'all. So everybody had good answers, of course. Okay, so the male improvement of the year, of course, it goes to Davis, and Lyric was right. It is Big Bill. He is the most improved male of 2023. Banks, I don't make me call security, Banks. I saw your face.
Big William.
I mean,
Big
what you want me to say, man? You can't teach that.
All right, so most improved female of 2023. Pull up the nominees, please. First one is Sky Blue. Second one is Kiera Hogan. Next up is Julia Hart. Next up is Anna Jay. And next one is Marina Shaffer. Okay, so these are the 2023 female improvement of the year. Davis, I'm going to start with you. Who do you think will take that award?
I think it's Julia Hart because all these other women were already good and kind of remained so. Sky Blue kind of had the most airtime out of the rest, but Julia Hart, I really never cared about her beforehand. And during that Chris Statlander feud, I was really into that match they had at Wrestle Dream, and I was shocked. Even though this is after, but still, I think she improved in the matches leading up to that, which is within your parameters. So I'll go with Julia Hart.
Okay, what about you? I already know his answer. Go ahead, Banks.
Kiera Hogan.
Yeah, my nigga.
Why Kiera Hogan, Banks?
She's an asset to the company.
All right, CJ, who is your female improvement of the
Yo, Banks, that's why you my nigga, man. I'm gonna agree with my man Davis. Big script. She has the title, so apparently she's improved. And like she was all like she's the only successful thing out of this House of Black thing, right?
Her and Brody.
Yeah.
So,
and Brody?
Yeah, well, of course. But you know what I'm saying, he began to smoke too. She ain't lost. She won a belt. He ain't won shit.
No, yeah, I said that trio's run they had was very mid and disappointing considering.
Very lackluster.
I got Julia Hart because she been like, I always seen her around just like in the House of Black shit and just be like, oh shit, like she been doing some dope shit sometimes. So yeah, I'm saying that she got a little gang coming behind her too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Julia Hart for sure.
Okay, what about you, Lyric?
I'm going with Julia Hart too.
Okay. All right, so everybody was on the money except Banks. He wants to be horny about it. So the most improved 2023 female, of course, it is Miss Julia Hart. Everybody was correct on this one except Mr. Horny over there picking Kiera Hogan, okay? But she is
And again,
improving
like,
herself. Like all of these
no,
ladies
she.
are.
No,
Kiera
I agree
Hogan
with
is
the
doing
women
her
you
thing in
selected.
ROH.
And Kiera Hogan she's already a really good wrestler. She just
Yeah,
like this is just her first time breaking out outside of like that baddie angle on
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, but like she's always been a really solid wrestler.
she just needs more TV time as a character. Marina Shafir, I agree with her. Like her wrestling shines at moments. It depends on who she faces, where she can actually show herself as a worker. Anna Jay again has always been someone who's good. It just clicks at the wrong times, and then it's like it fits in, and then it doesn't fit in. And then Sky Blue is someone we've all seen it. Like next year is going to be the year. It's just a matter of time. But Julie Hart, I never saw this coming because I was pissed when the whole angle started, when the obvious heel turn with the House of Black. I'm like, oh, who would have seen her joining them, huh? Like,
She ended up being the best one. Who would have thought?
I still don't think she's the best one. I think she just has the most momentum right now. I don't think she's still the best one.
Oh my god!
But she didn't have bangers before all that House of Black shit. You know what I'm saying?
No worries. I mean, as those guys have cooled off, she's rising up. That's what I mean. Like she's carrying them with the momentum of
She showed
her
her.
success
definitely
versus them getting in their own way.
Cooling off is an understatement for them.
But I think that's
Banks, I
on
agree
them
with you, though.
with
Kiera
their
Hogan.
pettiness.
Yeah. So let's get into the next award. Okay. So this last year, this one kind of caused controversy on here. People walking out and stuff like that. Tag Team of the Year. Put up the nominations, please. FTR.
Oh God.
Hardy Boys.
Again, how did they get here?
The Gun Club.
It's been a weak year, so honestly.
The Young Bucks. Aussie Open. Best Friends. Butcher and Blade or Jungle Hook. Okay. CJ, I'm going to start with you first. Who do you think is taking the Tag Team of the Year?
The best tag team to ever take a breath. The Super Kick Kings. The Young Bucks. Always. Because who else?
Talk to him.
Who do you think is taking Tag Team of the Year in 2023?
Now, I love the Young Bucks with everything in me, but they barely wrestled any tag matches this year, so I can't give it to them. I would just go with Aussie Open, honestly, because I'm not voting for them people.
I respect that. That's the Hoopers.
Banks, who do you think is taking?
Little Billy Gunn and bigger Billy Gunn. Pause. The Gun Club.
And Davis, who do you think is taking Tag Team of the Year?
You should just give it to FTR again, like you did last year. If you had some balls, you would do the same thing.
I would have actually rather give it to Jay White and Juice Robinson, honestly.
It's your show, though. You do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Whatever you say, I agree with.
Yeah.
Keeks, I love you, but I swear to God, if you say FTR, I'm out of here. I swear.
Except for that. You know what I mean? Like, other than that, I agree.
And I never swear to God, but if you pick FTR, I'm leaving. I swear.
No, he ain't going nowhere. All right.
All right, y'all. Everybody clap for this winner. Tag Team of the Year goes to Aussie Open.
Woo!
Aussie Open, as soon as they came from New Japan, they did what they needed to be done. We know the tag team division was shaky, but Aussie Open put it back interesting. Rest up soon, Mark Davis. They gave us Kyle Fletcher. Aussie Open Tag Team of the Year. What? I told it wasn't FTR, okay?
Oh yeah, Lyric Bait minus 1600 on that one. Like, yeah, I told y'all niggas.
I agree. Again, because this was a very weak year for the tag division, which is shocking for AEW. But Aussie Open by far was better for the 10 tag team matches they had this year, pretty much. Which
I
goes
mean,
to show
I
that
was gonna
FDR's
get that shit to
entire.
Athena too. You know what I'm saying? Like, get that shit to Athena too. Like, why not?
Well, I'm trying to think
so
like all the other tag teams. Like, yeah, like Adam
that
Cole
was
and
all
MJF
of
were a
them.
tag.
Like
Well,
I
Adam Cole and MJF would have been a better tag team option than the Hardys.
I'd
I
rather
seen
but
not.
the
Yeah, low
Hardys
key.
was
I
booked.
seen the
The
Blackpool
Hardys were booked.
Combat Club.
Yeah, exactly. Because I had suggested that months ago that Wheeler and Claudio should be a tag. Like, that's the thing. Like, there were tag teams out there, but Pentagon and any luchador, that was always a tag team. Like his revolving door of luchadors.
Ray
Yes,
Phoenix and the
so
ropes.
yes, give it up for Aussie Open. They are my
Yeah, well
2023 tag of the year.
Which just goes
It
to show
was
that
like-
they got.
Banks was about to leave.
No, if you were to pick FTR, I swear I'm done. I'm done for the night. There's no way on God's green earth them two marks of Bret Hart should get over on anything. They don't draw no money. They don't move no merch. They ain't no pin movers, nothing.
My wife, my daughter.
Yeah, and look what happened. As soon as a man has a picture,
existed. You know what I'm saying? This is the best heart that's been talked about tonight, actually, since you brought it up, Mr. Banks. So let's not gonna disrespect him like that.
that's why
always
MJF and Adam Cole should at
FTR.
least been in consideration because that whole tag team feud with MJF, his best one of the year, doing the Dax. I know you only care about three things in this world: my wife, my daughter, this business. Like that came out of this feud. That deserved some tag team praise over the guys who had the belts for half the year.
Dude, that had me in hysterics. I text Davis when that happened. My wife,
Adam
my
Cole
daughter.
two tag divisions, so I don't know. Like,
Yeah, and they had tag titles. I mean, come on. But
Yeah, they had the ROH Tag Team Championship
The
belts.
Hardy.
All right,
The Hardy.
I will get security. Okay. All right. So next up, of course, is best male gear of the year. They was shining. They was looking good in the ring. First off is Penta El Zero Miedo. Next is Adam Page. Last is Swerve Strickland. Next up is Jay White, or it was Kenny Omega, who had the best drip in ring with their gear. Drip. Davis, who you think?
this is tough because I like Jay White for his basics, but he always has the same gear, just different color scheme. Kenny Omega did better in New Japan than in AEW, with the exception like he brought the Golden Lovers colors. But I think it's Penta because Penta always shines with the color schemes. So I'll go with Penta.
Bang.
And I love Hangman Page too. Like he always has great gear, but it's Penta. Yeah.
I'm always going, my God, Panther, man. Shuts up.
Man,
Yeah. I'm always going with him. He stayed clean with them evil ass outfits.
All right, and CJ.
I'm definitely going with Penta. Like, first of all, he changed in the middle of matches
match,
like
yeah.
Beyonce.
that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was the best part of that whole shit. Besides CM Punk beating up niggas in the back. So anybody that can change it, like just be like all like you saying Pyru, you know what I'm saying? Like the Pyru Penta.
He came back.
It gotta
He
be.
had new theme music too.
And then put a couple of niggas through tables, you know what I mean? Like, all right, Penta, you win this.
Lyric, what about you?
I'm so conflicted. I love all of these people. I would say Hangman, but he didn't get new gear until Swerve called him broke. And so I think I'm gonna have to go with Swerve because he's had some great stuff this year. And especially his coats are always really, really great. He has great jackets. So I'm gonna go with Swerve for this year.
All right. So all of these people had great attire, but you cannot beat out somebody changing for a table spot. So this is going for 2023 Male Gear of the Year is Mr. himself, Penta. Penta had amazing gear. Again,
you can't get me in these clothes, he said. Not this outfit. Hang on, let me go change.
Yeah, 2023, of course, he's always putting this shit on. Beautiful gear. He probably had like at least up to 8 different gears of 2023 that we saw him in different gears. And then, of course, it'd be different when he's in AAA too. So Penta, Male Gear of the Year. So let's go with the second one. 2023 female gear of the year. First off is Miss Sheeta herself. Next up is Britt Baker's gear. Next up is Chris Statlander's gear. Next up is Tony Storm. And last but not least, Miss Anna J. These are the gears of 2023. CJ, who do you think is taking female gear of the year?
I mean, gotta be, you know what I'm saying, the TBS special little alien. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chris Statlander. I'm saying already won a couple of awards. You know what I'm saying? Was like, give her another one. Because why not?
Okay,
She's one of the holding it down.
Miss Leary.
So when is this awards for?
Female gear.
No, I'm talking about like what is the cutoff for when?
Oh, it's from
Whatever you feel like.
Full Gear 2022 to All Out 2023.
Okay. Chris Statlander, her best looks only really came, like, I would say, from kind of afterwards, because you've been doing that Zoolander stuff.
Midsummer, yeah.
Anna J too. I'm gonna go with the dentist. Also, she can't wrestle, but she has great looks. I'm gonna go with Sheeta because Sheeta makes her own gear, and
I respect that.
that gear that she had earlier this year, like with like the mesh on the side and the cutouts, was fire. So I'm going with Sheeta.
Please say the best.
Banks.
I'm going with Sheeta as well. She do a lot of them anime colors. I mess with it.
And Davis.
I'm gonna go with Sheeta as well, but I agree with her that Chris Statlander had some amazing gear as well, especially when she came back, because she had the More Than a Woman tights, and then, but as of late, the Ben Stiller inspired costumes have been working.
And that's shit she did with Willow this past weekend.
The Pulp Fiction, yeah,
fantastic, excellent,
very. All right, so best female gear of the year, of course, Davis and Lyric is right, and also Banks. It is Miss Sheeta. She makes her own gear. I love when she had the hips out. I love that she was giving royalty. She was giving expensive. She was getting creativity. So I enjoyed Sheeta's gear of 2023. She was putting that shit on in the ring. Okay.
The time was Tony Storm had started sooner, that would have been another one, because the basicness of just tights and boots, but then backstage,
and I
the
think
gowns and the slippers.
Yeah, it's definitely the boots and definitely.
Just like her doing Gunter, but as a woman, like I'm just gonna wear black trunks, black boots. That's it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Talking big though.
Oh, great. All right. So next up, it is best faction of the year. This is the hard one, okay?
Is that the QT factory
Hey.
Yeah, shout out to my favorite Verizon Wireless midday
You
shipping,
have the Elite.
employee.
You have QT Factory. You have the Outcast. You have Jericho Appreciation Society. You have Bullet Club Gold. You have Best Friends. You have Blackpool Combat Club. You have Mongol Embassy. And last but not least, Dark Order. Okay, so these are the nominees for Faction of the Year. I'm going to start with Davis. Who do you think is taking it?
It's got to be Bullet Club Gold. Like, they call themselves the Collision Cowboys for a reason. They carried that show for months. And we're on the verge of winning gold, but always fell short. But it's got to be them. All the other factions, I don't think, came close to what they were doing on TV. And the wins they had as a faction, too, were important.
Okay. Banks?
I'm going with the Mughal and them club. What's their name? The Mogul Embassy.
All right,
You got
CJ.
Brian K. Fresno legend. My fault, CJ. Go ahead.
Thank you, man. Why is this even the question? All right, it's the one that has Old Goat Danielson in it, and the one that has Old Goat Moxley in it. All right, it was Blackpool Combat Murder Squad is always going to be the best faction ever of all time because they have literal killers on their squad and Wheeler Yuta. So
That's why they can't be the best faction if you say they have this and
Hey, CJ, that's why I didn't pick him. That's my favorite faction in AEW, but you got Willer U there. I'm good, bro. He looked like he just carries cereal bowls around his crib on Saturdays with no milk in the cereal.
And we got
you pick Bullet Club Gold Drip, and then they have Juice Robinson just to yell at niggas. Like, he's literally Rembrandt of that team from the Warriors. So, like, he just runs around yelling at people like, ah!
Yeah, that's what his role is.
All right, Miss Lyric, who do you think is taking faction of the year?
I have to go with the Blackpool Combat Club because honestly, they kept AEW stable while with all this MJF stuff. Like even going back to like the Pillars feud, that BCC versus Elite carried, Hangman versus Mox carried. Even like Danielson has put everybody over, or at least given them opportunity. Like a match. I gotta go with them. Even like Yuta pinned Kenny Omega this year. Like. And Claudio's been fantastic. So, yeah, I got to go with the Blackpool Combat Club.
Don't let Graham talk about
all right, well, everybody has spoken. 2023 Keeks Best Faction of the Year. There's some people that's right in here. It is going to Battlepool Combat Club of 2023. They did carry 2023. Things revolved around them. In 2023, they was a big part. They stepped up a lot. The Elite was out. Of course, Bullet Club Gold was.
Up. They were the faction of the year last year. They did that. They just repeated. They did the same thing. Bullet Club
That's not their fault.
They got a piece of cardboard over. That's what the Bullet Club Gold. They got
the thing is, Bullet Club Gold had Full Gear not going the way that it did. I think this would be a different conversation. But like Bullet Club Gold ended up looking like fools by the end of the year. Jay White got pushed back down the card. Juice got injured. Gunn still can't wrestle.
What gold? Like Moxley won the title, just lose the title.
You have a good winning percentage.
Claudio lost his title. Eddie Kingston, who was on the opposite side of the Blackpool Combat Club, they lost at All In.
Claudio has only been twice pinned. Maybe
Bullet Club Gold won at All In.
Like he's only been pinned like twice at AEW, and then also at the same time, like Mox main evented a pay-per-view against Orange Cassidy. Even if he didn't hold the belt for a long time, it still was a big deal. Because that means that now the international belt is like a top tier belt right under the AEW World Championship.
It wasn't the guy holding it the whole time was doing the work. That's why.
Mox not just because LeBron James at AEW. That's what you need. You need your LeBron James to come out and win all the belts and then be the leader of this great team. That's why
Mox didn't have to hold it for a while. He just needed a challenge for it. So they know that top guys can challenge for that belt. Before then, who was Orange Cassidy facing? Big Bill before, he popped off. Like, they had to elevate the actual belt.
Then you got to say the same thing for Swerve, because he was in the mix just that same way.
I'm happy to say the same for Swerve. Swerve had a fantastic year.
Listen, we need to give all those belts.
Nominated. The thing is, the rest of the mobile embassy has not reached the levels that Swerve has reached. At least on AEW TV. Ring of Honor is a different story. And also
because a lot of them
in World Tag League in New Japan.
Well, Larry, because a lot of them in mogul can't talk. That's why.
Exactly.
Okay, Banks.
No, it's all right. When Brian Cage cut that promo last week, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
This Brian Cage right here. That's all you see right here. This.
And I like Brian Cage.
That's the difference between Blackpool Combat Club and everybody else. Like Blackpool Combat Club, just about everybody can hold their own. Mobile Embassy is swerving.
I don't know. Claudio has some every time.
No.
He does a swing, and he does a sharpshooter, all right?
What did he do? Eddie Kingston, when you face me, I will give you the defeat you are looking for. Like, what the fuck?
I like Claudio. I like how he talks.
It's like Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's like,
he's just European.
No, but it's like,
right,
like, come
on. Eddie Kingston was just like, hey, yo, shut the fuck up, big dog. Like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about?
Real quick.
I will get security. What, man?
I'm not gonna take up too much time. You got to remember too, they lost William Regal, who was the mouthpiece pause for that.
William Regal was there for 3 weeks. He was like an interim coach. Okay, come on.
We go. And then he took them to another level.
William Regal put MJF over more than them.
He sure did. You're not wrong about that part now.
All right, so
He slapped Wheeler Yuta. That was the only thing he did for the Blackpool Combat Club. That was it.
Davis. I will get.
Then cut my mic. I don't care.
Oh,
you in trouble.
I mean, I'd slap Wheeler Yuta too if I was William Regal. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So next up is best heel of the year. Okay. First off, MJF. Next off, Swerve Strickland. Next off, Athena. Next up, John Moxley, because he was. Next up, Christian Cage. Next up, Samoa Joe. Next up, Jay White. Or last but not least, Ricky Starks. Okay, so CJ.
He's a heel to you.
Shout out to Freeway.
CJ, who do you think is the heel of the year?
I'm going to give it, like, first off, sis, let me give you your props on your award show, because you have completely turned me into a peeps once again, because it has to be Christian Cage, because he's talking about people's dads being dead, nigga. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, listen, your daddy dead, I'm your dad now, your daddy dead, your mama be sick, Edge, we're best friends, go fuck yourself. Listen, he made a dinosaur win a title for him and then give it to him. Like, that's some fucking Chris Pratt, Jurassic Park shit. So I'm picking Christian always.
All right, what about you, Miss Leary? Who is the heel of the year?
I will say, I think Christian wins, but Swerve did do some nutty shit this year. Like, between the pop-up on Hangman where he did Billy Gunn, and how he beat up Nick Wayne. That was crazy, I will say. But Christian has to get it. Like, Christian literally waited for Nick Wayne to turn 18 just so he could come out on his first night and say, "Hey, y'all heard your daddy dead." You can't beat that.
Davis.
It has to be MJF because he's literally the heel of the entire company. Like,
what the fuck?
Like, he took the title hostage. Like, that's a real heel move. Like, come on, like, think about all we've got robbed of this year of him being the champion. He got us saddled with this shitty Adam Cole storyline that we're trapped in. That's a heel move.
You're a fucking heel. You going against the grain. Become a peep.
You don't mean that.
Become a peep.
Yeah, he's the
now.
heel of the year. Think about it. All right.
You can't possibly mean that. Is he the heel of the year or the loser of the year? It's two.
That's the same thing in my eyes.
No,
it's not.
Yeah, because he's a heel for doing loser shit. Like, come on, like, look at what he did. He says, "I don't do high risk moves," and then does a fucking top rope powerbomb like Candido and almost breaks his fucking arm. That's what a heel does. That's what heel losers do. Like, he does all this shit just to contradict himself. He's a heel. He's the heel of the year for all the fucking shit he does. That's what a real heel does.
All right. Well, everybody said who they thought.
No, Banks didn't.
Banks, who is your heel?
You didn't even have to ask me that. You already know. We're on my peep set. We can move on. Anything Christian Cage, I'm gonna say, yeah, that's right. I don't care if it gets Ric Flair, Macho Man, The
That's
Rock,
an easy
Stone
target
Cold.
with Ric Flair. Come on, that's like.
I don't care. That's mine.
Bruno San Martino.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Doink the Clown, whoever. I'm gonna pick Christian Cage over them.
Both Doinks, you know what I'm saying? And his
God.
Project Twin.
All right, so thank you for your choices. Heel of the year for 2023, Keeks Heel of the year, it goes to Mr. Christian Cage. He is the heel of the year. He defined what a heel is. Your daddy is dead. It's crazy. It's a whole confirmation and all the other stuff. People got videos of it. People using the memes, people using the videos, and Peepers Game, we here. So yes, why is you looking looking so
straight up?
So Christian Cage.
And your
Christian
daddy's
Cage
dead.
is heel of the year. So Your Daddy is Dead, Christian Cage. So that is the 2023 heel of the year. Next up is 2023 Babyface of the year. Okay, pull up the nominations. The first one is Kenny Omega, Chris Statlander, Miss Sheeta, Willow Nightingale, Orange Cassidy, Adam Page, Eddie Kingston, or Darby Allin. Those are the baby faces of the year. I'm going to start with you, CJ. Who do you think is baby face of the year?
Yo, I'm going just like my man All Ball Podcast said, yo, Willow or we riot. There's nobody more likable and more cheer-for-able than Willow Nightingale right now. And I'm rocking with Willow because, yeah, same reasons Banks did for Kiera.
All right, Lyric, who do you think is baby face of the year?
I like all of those people, but I think I'm actually gonna go with Darby because, like, if we want to talk about consistency on this year on that list, Darby has been booked and busy. He's managed to get himself over with every single feud he's had this year, and like he still gets amazing crowd reaction. So yeah, I'll have to go with Darby from that list.
All right, Banks.
Going with Willow, man. That's a nice young lady, real life out the ring, in the ring, and for reasons that CJ said, for the reasons that I said about Kiera Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure.
Right there. Eye to eye, like power line.
Oh my. All right. And Davis, who do you think is baby face of the year?
I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy. He is the best babyface in wrestling. Willow is a great second choice. That would be my number 2 choice because, again, no one's as pure as her when it comes to being a babyface except Orange Cassidy. But even then, Orange Cassidy had kind of those moments of like when the good guy like has to take it to like the bad guy level, but he still remained a babyface through it all. So I think that's why it has to be Orange Cassidy.
All right. That is some good choices. Very good choices. This baby face, I chose this person. They remained pure. It was times where this person could have transitioned but didn't, and had an amazing year as a baby face still over. The baby face of the year goes to Miss Willow Nightingale. That is the 2023 baby face of the year. She deserves it. She was a New Japan Strong Champion as a babyface with a smile. She won the Owen Hart tournament with a smile. She got zapped by Julia Hart and still remained pure. She kept the babyface. She didn't turn. That is what a babyface is. You keep that smile, or you keep it, even when they push you there, you still don't go there. So it goes to Miss Willow. She had a great babyface run of 2023.
Oh yeah, ain't no miss stopping the Willow.
Okay.
Fuck out of here.
So that was very hard of me. Y'all took me a minute. Took me a minute to pick on that one. So next one, this was a little shaky, but it's a no-brainer. I'm pretty sure all you guys will probably know who win this one. This one is the best trios of the year. Pull up the nominations. The first is the Elite. You have the Acclaim and Daddy Ass, Kip Sabian, Butcher and Blade, FT Punk, Death Triangle, Battlefield Combat Club, House of Black, or Best Friends. Okay, so Davis, who do you think is the trios of the year?
It has to be the Acclaims. I mean, even though it's kind of cooled off as of late, it's still, when it was going at the top of the year after they lost the titles, everyone still loved them. No one's turned their back on the Acclaimed, even though the booking has. So that's got to be the Acclaimed.
Okay, what about you, Banks?
I'm going with the Acclaim because, Blackpool Combat Club got Willer Yuta as the third string. We ain't winning no shit, bro. We ain't going to the shit with him.
And what about you, Miss Leary?
The the booking for the Acclaimed has been piss poor for most of the year, and I feel like I would just be lying if I voted for them. I'm going to go with the Blackpool Combat Club, honestly. If we want to talk about like teams that actually win consistently and had memorable matches this year, yeah, I got to go with them.
I heard what the man said.
All right. And CJ, who do you think is winning Trios of the Year?
Trios of the Year for me is going to be the exact same thing that I said a couple minutes ago. The one that has the LeBron James of AEW, John Moxley, and Old Gold, Danielson, and listen, the Blackpool Combat Club and Willa Yuta. You definitely Mario Chalmers. You listen, Will Chalmers, and then the Blackpool Combat Club is the one picking.
No, he knows it's cold, CJ.
Damn, that's even worse.
Norris Cole?
Bro, he's definitely worse.
Okay.
Man, know it's cold, man.
He be doing some cool shit sometimes. You know what I mean? He's like Bruce Brown. Or like Norman Powell. You be like, oh shit, you gave me 28. Like, oh my god, where'd that come from?
Come on, shoot a little bit. Jerry Stackhouse with the furs.
Yeah, BC Blackpool.
Okay, so well, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Charlamagne, are we lying?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna get some niggas. Charlamagne.
You hear us, beloved?
Charlamagne, listen.
Hold on, my computer.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go with a different trio. Then we're gonna go with the best friend.
Hey, listen, y'all. Athena wins. You know what I'm saying? Athena wins the trios of the year because when she be beating the shit out of people, look, Athena wins again because why the hell not? She be
Hey, you ever see that meme?
Fucking back though.
You seen that meme before when it be like, damn, it's 6 niggas that beat me up and there's one person. He's 6 strong. That's what Athena is.
Yo,
a team of three Athenas versus everyone else. Like, who you picking?
Yo, Athena is the Aaron Donald of women's wrestling. All right.
I like that. Yeah.
I'm doing what I want when I feel like it. Because I feel like it.
Okay.
Hooray, you back.
Sorry, y'all. Yeah, it was my computer. I don't know. All right, so where was I at?
Trios of the year.
Trios of the year.
Yeah.
We
decided
on the trios,
with the
right?
best
Okay,
friend.
so the 2023 trios of the year, it goes. No, it's the Acclaim. The Acclaim is the 2023 trios of the year.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yay!
They got the belts. You know what I'm saying?
Clap.
But do you agree?
Clap.
But do you agree with what Will and I?
Oh, no, do the scissors. Do the scissors.
Oh, I thought it was something else. They hit the scissors.
Cut it out. What is this, Full House? Cut it.
What they say, living color, 2 snaps in a round.
2 snaps in a Z
All
formation.
All right, so next up. All right, so next award. This award is the Asshole of the Year 2023. Pull up the nominations. First up is Don Callis. Next up is CM Punk. Next up is Chris Jericho. Next up is MJF. Next up is Sammy Guevara. Or last but not least is Miss Saraya. These are our assholes of 2023. They was just some straight assholes for no reason. Davis, who you think is the asshole of the year?
I think we got a 6-way tie here. There's no way they can't walk out without this award. They got to share it.
Oh no, some deserve it more than others.
Bang.
Oh, you want me to say my name? Oh, CM Punk.
You feel me?
Do I need to elaborate? The jabroni that walked in, I ain't happy here. You choking out somebody that's 115 pounds, then you gonna go to the other side and switch up like, yeah, I'm happy, I'm positive. I would too if I got paid $5 million from one company and then the other company give me $5 million. Fuck CM Punk. I don't care about he going to the E and this a moment. I don't give a fuck about CM Punk.
Yeah, whoa, 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 whoa.
Look
Okay.
at my eyes. What do you see? Mid.
Okay. Lyric, who do you think is winning?
Yeah, what he said, fuck CM Punk, bro. Yeah, that's mine.
Okay. And CJ.
Well, we're not disrespecting the Nicki Minaj or wrestling CM Punk, all right? Of
Ooh,
course, it's
ooh.
CM Punk, all right? You know what I mean? Like, CM Punk is the only nigga that's not there, first off. And, so that's got to help because he's a piece of shit. And, yeah, man, you know what I mean? He tucked his tail and went, you know what I mean? And I think he got poison Rana.
I don't know. Sammy Guevara ain't there right now either, and it looks like maybe he
He had a
shouldn't be.
baby,
So.
though. You know what I'm saying? He
Well,
had a
he a daddy
baby.
now, baby.
He
No,
had
I'm
a
saying-
Baby. The other one committed assault.
No, I mean,
But
like
he
maybe it's a
got
sign
booed-
that Sammy
he
Guevara
got
shouldn't be
booed with
there.
a baby. Like you know how fucking like, people got
Again,
hate you.
who
Like,
got
you got a baby,
who got in
you
fights
got
with two
booed.
guys within the last year?
But
And got
CM
washed up.
Besides CM Punk, Sammy Guevara, he's just as
Okay,
bad.
but Sammy didn't get a hit in on nobody. People was just swinging on him to get out their contract.
And
Also,
it's
too,
'cause
you
he's
gotta
an
think about
asshole.
this.
Again, I was at the Rampage where they cut him calling Eddie Kingston a fat piece of shit. So.
you know, I have my sources that said that he got poison Rana backstage at Wembley.
I mean, in Saraya,
Joshua.
she shouldn't
We
be.
just talk on the internet. She all
Hey, David,
bark.
check this out. If you barely ate, you'll be upset too. That boy now merged. That boy Sammy Guevara need a Snicker bar. He be hungry. That's why he fighting everybody. Y'all
All
fight too.
right.
But Don Callis
Okay.
has to be on here a little bit because Don Callis did go up to Will Ospreay to save him from Kenny Omega and said, I love him. I love him like a son. I love this kid. He met him that day. Like
Don Callis held up the momentum for both Takeshita and Kenny Omega this year. Honestly, he is the villain. He's just not as much of a villain as CM Punk to AEW.
Bro, Don
right.
Callis is the
and
most
Chris Jericho is an
Canadian
asshole
from
too.
Drake.
So
All right. So Keeks 2023 Asshole of the Year goes to Mr. Phil himself.
Woo!
CM Punk. Give it up.
I wish I
That
could
is
clap right now. Paul.
2023 Asshole of the Year. Okay.
I mean, he deserves it just for saying one Bill Phil and he never drew a rating over 1 million. That was just
He
Talk to him.
rating over 900,000.
yeah.
No, he deserves it just because he said, I'm home to a company that he literally bashed for the last 10 years.
Talk to him.
And
Yeah.
then
Talk to
was
him.
on there was like, I haven't wrestled since 20 in the last.
That man had us watching 45-minute 6-man tag main events for 4 weeks straight.
with Sting paint on his face. Like, get the fuck out
With
of here.
FTR. Y'all missing the key point with FTR, bro.
Good.
I fell asleep twice.
Hey, relax, man. Let me do a
Collision
shit.
used to be so ass. It's only 10 people on there because you done told everybody else they can't get in the club.
That part.
So yeah, he's asshole of the year. So next
Hey,
up,
fuck him and his and one shorts. I'm sorry, kid.
what?
You wear N1 shorts. I don't know why you're talking.
Man, I got some
Yeah,
N1
you
shorts
had
right
to
now.
tell
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen you in person wear N1 shorts.
Oh my god. Okay, y'all. No N1 short slander. Okay, people probably wear those now.
Yeah, shout out to
Okay,
Eric.
so next up, it is 2023 moments of the year. Now it's a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna have to pull up my other notes for this one because it's a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't read
This,
that.
like, I gotta read this like
Oh.
George Costanza, like my eyes closed, sweating, like
All right, y'all gonna have to listen to me. Hold on, let me
Like George Bush Jr. right now. I can't read that shit.
Feel
Pull up
like
the
Hunter Biden. Nigga, like, what the fuck does this shit say?
hold on.
I did not do crack.
All right, so first nominee is Orange Cassidy wins the AEW International Championship. Next one is the Elite winning the Trios Championship. The next one is the return of Adam Cole. The next one is the He's Gay segment with Anthony Bowens when he was embraced by the fans.
Oh, that was
Shut up, Banks.
That was great.
The next one is Athena and Sheeta had a face-off at All Out.
that went. Yeah, I mean it's still up in the air. So
The next one is Adam Page unites with the Elite.
Oh, yeah.
The next one is CM Punk returns. The next one, it was a moment, so I have to put it in here. Jade Cargill 50th win. The next one is the Pillars finally face off. The next one is Sheeta 2 times when she won it the second time at AEW Dynamite. She main evented with Toni Storm. Ibushi arrives. Better Than You, Baby is formed. Chris Statlander returns. History at Owen Hart tournament. We had 2 Black wrestlers win the Owen Hart tournament. And last but not least, Sting and Jericho face off. What?
You heard me.
So funny.
The comments are so funny.
All right, so I know that was a lot. So that was a lot of great moments. That was a lot of great moments. All of these was personally my favorite that has happened in 2023. They all stood out. If you can remember, if you can, that's fine. Davis, what do you think is the moment of the year?
Well, for me personally, it's Orange Cassidy winning the international title.
Okay. Banks, what about you?
Jade Cargill getting her 50 wins, and that'll be the last time she
I
get 50
bet it
wins.
fucking is. Yeah, and then took 50 days off after it.
I've been trying to tell you about Florida winning.
Lyric, what do you think is the moment of the year?
I'm torn between Orange Cassidy winning the international title and the Elite reuniting. Those two were. I guess if I have to like do a coin toss, I'm gonna go with the reuniting of the Elite when they ran in there like the Avengers and Kenny had the shield and gave Hangman the broom.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I gotta go with that. Like that was, yeah.
And what about you, CJ?
I usually would go with all nigga shit, but this Better Than You, Baby shit was just the greatest thing that I've ever. First of all, they did the kangaroo kick. The kangaroo kick is the reason why I'm picking this shit, because this nigga was like, nigga. So yeah, Better Than You, Baby has to be that shit, because that nigga did that shit on one leg and hanging out with his friend that had one bad neck, because everybody got a friend that got one bad neck that just be bothering you all the time. It's like, yo, they like, what's wrong with your neck? Like, where'd you get that neck brace from? Like, what you do?
And he finally stood up last week or a couple weeks ago.
Oh my god!
Step down off the porch a little too hard. Like, oh shit.
All right, so best moment, great choices, everybody. All of those was moments. It was a lot of moments that happened, but the 2023 Keeks best moment of the year, I'm going to have to give it to Orange Cassidy wins the international championship match. That was a moment, great moment. The orange confetti. You could tell he was really happy, even though he was staying in character, but you could tell that he was genuinely happy. Like he wanted to kind of, and he did the signature pose. Like this has been circulated everywhere. This pose, this is a fire picture.
Yeah, it's the pose of the title. But
Underdog put it on a t-shirt.
And they delayed it too, because I thought it was going to be that Grand Slam. They had built it up until like that Grand Slam, and when Pac retained, I was like, oh, I guess they're not giving this guy the title after all.
Great.
He got his lick back too. Saying got his lick back. Saying off the. You know what I mean? Greatest international champion of all time.
All right.
And the best thing about it is, my fault, Keeks. At the end, when he said, "I'm going," he said, "I'm tired. I'm going home." That's what he said.
Yeah. So it was definitely Orange Cassidy. So we know we had some moments, and we also had some what the fuck moments. Okay, so. This is the What the Fuck of the Year nomination, so I'm going to read these out loud as well. It's the same amount. The first one, Don Callis' betrayal when he hits Kenny Omega. The next one is the Guns are the new tag team champions. Y'all remember when he randomly won that shit? That was the one.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Billy Gunn puts down the boots. He randomly was about to retire. Okay, that was
God.
And
He
the
put on
world
Smoking
kept
Guns
spinning.
boots.
Jeff Jarrett arrives at AEW. He hits Darby with the guitar.
That's enough awards for that nigga.
You were the one singing his praises,
Hey,
Benedict Arnold.
I did that for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to give him too many awards. You know what I'm saying? We still got to give some more to Athena. You feel me? So
Respect.
Jack Perry turns on Hook. Ruby Soho joins
Okay.
Outcast.
I like that.
Chris Jericho lost to Action Andrade.
That was a big moment, I will say.
Yeah.
Is he black?
Jay White attacks Ricky Starks.
Yep.
The bed of nails.
That was a real what the fuck moment to me, because ain't no way you're getting that near me.
Crowd chanting meat.
That was fun.
Paul.
Sean State.
Hey, yo.
Penta sticks screws in Moxley.
Yep.
The bamboo.
And the
straw.
last but not least, Tony Khan fires CM Punk.
Yep.
Oh yeah, let's go. That's the moment right there.
That's
Let's
the
move
one.
on.
Because firing someone on TV is just hilarious to me. The
I
fact that
feared for my life. I said, "Oh my god!"
But
And he looked
firing a
nervous the whole time.
nigga that's not even in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been gone. Like you fired me 4 days ago. But then you would have put that shit on TV. Then you got to make a Facebook
Tony
official that fired me. Like,
However,
Look,
the
yo,
guns
why
went-
Tony look like?
Go
No,
ahead.
my fault. Go ahead, D.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say Tony looked like he's at his spelling bee right now. A E I see him gone.
The guns winning was a real what the fuck, because no way would any promotion give them a tag title reign.
But
Especially
they would if the upcoming champions didn't want to lose to the very babyface champions, and so they can't, they're politicking behind stages,
No, I know. Again, when you have to be like a real thinker and understand that the guys who are so pro this don't want to take the titles off the black wrestlers because it'll look a certain way.
Wake it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
now you want to think about
that's
that.
a whole nother conversation. But still, for it to be the guns of all people was just like, I think that night is what I said. Like, this is the like the WCW moment where, like, after this you can't turn back. Like the company's like check the pulse, it's already dead. Like
that was the night that
well on the pole match, bro.
Yeah, it was.
I just to answer Grappling Glory, my time frame for my awards is from Full Gear 2022 through All Out 2023. So that wasn't part of my timeline for the awards. Maybe next year it'll be on there.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe you can make your own awards and you can do that.
Yeah, it'll be on there next year, but that's my timeline. Okay.
Like I said, Bed of Nails is still, and
don't add that moment either. My fault to the person that just posted that. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, everybody. But drinking another man's blood, hey, bro, that's hepatitis, beloved.
I love that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. So.
Yeah, I did too.
Bro, he had John Moxley had a whole mohawk of chopsticks in his head, dog.
That on the indies for less than what he gets. So come on.
That didn't surprise me as much.
Yeah.
Because like the month before,
him and Desperado did that.
Yeah, he did the show in New Japan, like the tag match. So like it didn't surprise me at all.
And that match was way more crazier than
way crazier.
Yeah. Wait. Was Murder Hawk in it?
No,
it was him.
Murder Hawk ain't killed nobody. We got murder in his name, so I don't know why that's his name.
It was Mox and Homicide versus Jun Kasai and El Desperado on night 1, and then the night 2, it was just Mox versus El Desperado. Both were death matches.
He both had. He had Chuck Liddell. He had the Chuck Liddell stuff in his head too. Like, all right. Pardon to part.
Hey, I like Liz, man.
Let me know.
Both those matches were like,
I love this one. I'm a Marshall lyric now.
So
She knows.
correction,
She
not
know about
punishment.
wrestling.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
But
Very
both those
good,
matches
very
had
good.
real like what the fuck moments. Because
All right, so the Keeks 2023 what the fuck moment goes to, of course, Tony Khan firing CM Punk.
and he did it like this.
Oh my
He's such an
god!
innocent
So that's
young
another
man. Come on,
CM
man.
Punk win for tonight.
I regret to inform you, ladies
Shout out
and
to
gentlemen.
Tony Khan with his
Hey, bro, he should have fired that nigga on his anniversary. That'd have been even better.
That shit was so funny. They said people was like broke down crying in the bathroom of Collision that day and shit. I said, y'all have some self-respect.
Yeah,
Stand up.
Brody King crying in
was-
the bathroom with all them
Why
tattoos
not?
and shit in his house of black makeup on. Like, yo, man, yo, stand up. Stand up.
It was almost like that scene in Anchorman. It's like, I got some urgent news I must deliver.
Oh, they said people was crying in the entryway, in the alleyways, like just breaking down, sobbing. I said, y'all act like he died.
Right.
The timeline was
Part of me
crazy.
died that day,
He
is
went
what
down
they'll
the
say.
street.
It was so funny because some people was like happy as hell, me, and then and like everybody else was acting like the world was about to end. Like, y'all stand up. He's left before. You will survive this. We all will.
Like I
The
said,
smart
that night,
thing Tony Khan did was make him sign an NIL. Like, you can't say shit about me.
NDA, not the NIL.
Yo, same
Right.
You know what I
You need to
mean?
get more money.
Listen,
know what
whatever
I mean?
Caleb Williams signed, you know what I mean? That's exactly what CM Punk had to sign, all right? Bum ass nigga.
But
So,
he did the.
Hey,
so
look.
that is the what of the year. Okay, so next up, it is the AE Lucha of the year. I had to add them. I had to represent because they was delivering this year. They always deliver. First things first is Rouge. Next up is Penta, El Zero Mero. Next up is Ray Phoenix. Next up is Vikingo. Next up is Mr. Bandito. Speedy recovery. Next up is Commander. And last but not least is Jalisco. These are the luchadors that held it down for 2023. Who do you think is winning, CJ?
It's always going to be, no matter what, the best in the world, Mr. Ray Phoenix. He was the international champion, you know what I'm saying, for like 4.5 minutes, you know what I'm saying, like an interlude, because he felt like it. And listen, he runs the ropes and kicks niggas in the face, dog. Like, listen, as long as he's there, I know his brother's there. I love Vikingo, you know what I mean? I'm saying I got introduced to him like 2 years ago, and I was like, okay, he's doing all these flips off the ropes. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Bandito, you know what I'm saying? Got a bandana shit, that's some gang shit. But you know what I mean? As long as Ray Phoenix is there, best in the world, I'm picking Ray Phoenix. Always.
All right. What about you, Miss Lyric? Who is AE Lucha of the year?
Oh, this is hard. I think it comes down to Penta, Ray Phoenix, and I would say Commander because they've been on TV a lot. But I'll give it to Ray Phoenix strictly because he's the only Mexican wrestler at AEW who's ever won a singles title. So, I mean, that's big enough as it is, like winning the international championship. And he beat John Moxley. So, can't beat that.
What about you, Banks?
And I'm going with Vikingo, aka Rey Mysterio, on everything. He on all the medicine, jumping all around. I seen him in person at GCW. I seen him in person. I said, damn, cuz really jumping around like that. I thought I was watching Spider-Man, El Spider. That's what I thought I was watching.
That was really thank you for that. And Davis, who do you think is winning AE Lucha of the year?
I think it has to be Vikingo because he showed out with Kenny Omega. He showed out against everyone else. But I also got to give Commander his respects because I didn't see much of him prior to just mainly highlights, especially in PWG. But his matches against a lot of the bigger competitors in AEW, he's done his best to hang with them. Claudio, Eddie Kingston, Jay White, especially. So I got a soft spot for Commander, but Vikingo stands tall above, well, being the shortest guy, no pun intended, but he does the most insane shit ever. And this is a category of like wrestlers who do the most extra shit. Like, you don't need to do this extra bounce, but why not? You know, like That's what all these luchadors do. Like, let me just take an extra flip and extra bounce off the ropes just to show you I can do it.
And he be dressed like Kratos, nigga. So like that's dope too.
I will also say if this was done after All Out 2023, Roosh would have won, in my opinion, off of just the Continental Classic alone. But that doesn't count right now.
And then luxurious Head and Shoulders hair.
Truly, oh, that's a beautiful head of hair.
Nice choices for everyone.
Nigga.
Everybody, all of these luchadors did amazing. They did great. This particular luchador, he made history for himself. He was the first luchador to wrestle in front of 80K. He was also the most reliant. He had the most matches of 2023, and he is a veteran himself. 2023 Lucha of the Year goes to Mr. Penta. Penta is my 2023 Luchador of the Year. Like I said, he made history. He was the first luchador to wrestle in the UK in front of 80K. Okay?
And change clothes.
Like, yes. And on top of that, like I said, he is reliant. He's always there. Hey, if something falls, they always count on Penta. Always. They always have. And yeah, 2023 is Penta. He's the man. Yeah. He lost a lot of weight too. So yeah, Penta is the man. Yeah, Penta. That is a Lucha of the Year. All right. So next up, we're getting closer, almost wrapping this up. We're getting to the big ones. AEW pay-per-view of the year. Remember, my timeline is from Full Gear 2022 all the way to All Out. So the newer ones will, of course, be included for next year. Okay. So first off, AEW Full Gear 2022, Full Gear. Next one is AEW Revolution. Next one is AEW Double or Nothing. Next up is the Forbidden Door Part 2, AEW All In, or AEW All Out. Okay, that is my 2023 pay-per-views of the year. And like I said, the timeline starts with me for my show is Full Gear of 2022. Okay, and the new ones will be added for next year, so don't fret, everybody. I'm gonna start with Banks. Banks, what did you think? What is the pay-per-view of the year for AEW?
Oh, it's definitely All Out. That's the one in the UK, right?
No,
All In is.
My fault. Yeah. So the All In. I mean, Jack Perry forgot too because he had his bell run. So pause.
He had a poison
So that
Rhonda
was-
nigga on CM Punk. Like I don't know if you know that. While listening to King Von.
Right. He definitely listened to King Von. He got his ass beat listening to Blink 182.
wow.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Okay.
definitely. And then CM
Davis,
Punk that last match was against Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I think it's all in as well. And like Banks just brought up, because that was the last great CM Punk match. Funny enough, that was like he went out on his sword, last match is the best match. And it has Will Ospreay, Chris Jericho. It has the tag team casket match. It has the trios match between Bullet Club Gold and Omega, Ibushi, and all that. It's top to bottom a really solid card. There are some weak spots in it. Some competitors. One that shouldn't have FTR and Saraya, but overall, MJF, but like overall, it was the best.
You didn't have to say it, brother. We knew you didn't have to say it.
But no, you have to say it because it's like, they really put all those people over for shitty reasons.
FTR mustache.
We don't disrespect women business on this show.
Maybe Adam Cole's ankle doesn't snap if he wins the title that night. We don't know. What about that parallel universe?
Oh my god! All right, Lyric. What did you think is the AEW pay-per-view of the year?
I'm gonna be honest. For me, All In does not hold up well on the rewatch. It doesn't. Like, it's a very weak show when you go back and rewatch. And I was there in person. I'm gonna go All Out. Like, I think it's the perfect AEW pay-per-view.
What about second choice?
Like, on the day that it came out, I feel like the company had their back against the wall. And AEW always performs the best when their back is against the wall. Everybody was hungry. Every performance was fantastic. All the matches were great. That card had the strap match. It had Mox, OC, Chris Statlander had a great match. Who else was on that card? It had the meat match, Miro and Hobbs.
Both of them.
Yeah,
had Samoa Joe, Shane Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to go with All Out, closely followed by Forbidden Door.
What about you, CJ?
I mean, I got to go with the one that made history, man. Like, this was AEW's. Like, this was their, like, the. I don't want to say, like, because they had done this before, but, like, this was like their WrestleMania 3. You know what I mean? Like, when you just got, like, listen, we got 80,000 motherfuckers here, and we're starting out with a nigga that we're going to fire right after this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm going all out. You know what I mean? I think the Young Bucks was there kicking niggas in the face. It was like, long as I was there, we good. And, yeah, the Adam Cole, MJF shit was good. Lightweight, because Adam Cole is hilarious. MJF has a funny face. And, yeah, 80,000. I'm saying they made the most money over there, so I'm picking that.
All right. So 2023 pay-per-view of the year. I went with history on this one. The energy was crazy. Yes, when you re-watch some of those, they are a little skippable, but I'm going to go with All In. AEW All In is my 2023 pay-per-view of the year. It did have some great moments. They made history for the company, for itself. All Out. It was so hard for me because I did agree, of course, clear with All Out. All Out I feel like was very strong this year. But the history that All In did for the company, just to show that we can, you don't have to go to the other company for a stadium type of experience in wrestling. So All In, AEW All In is the pay-per-view of the year.
But All Out, I think.
All right, so
Forbidden Door 2 wasn't as good as the first Forbidden Door, yeah.
I feel like, okay, so Forbidden Door 1 for me, I feel like it was the most cohesive show, so like every match delivered. But I feel like Forbidden Door 2, it had the best highs. So like every match might not have been special, but the ones that were like iconic. If that makes sense. Now, All In, I will say the vibes alone make up for the fact that the card wasn't good. Like, just being there in that building, there's nothing like it. Like, UK crowds, they hit different.
All right, so next one, the next big one is the best males match of the year of 2023. This one is pretty lengthy, so I'm going to read it out. It was so many great matches in 2023 for AEW. First one, Roosh versus Bryan Danielson on Dynamite in February of 2023, if you remember that match. The next one is Hangman Page versus Jon Moxley, Texas Death Match at AEW Revolution in 2023. The next one was the Four Pillars at Double or Nothing at 2023. The next one is MJF versus Bryan Danielson, the 60-man Iron Man match at AEW Revolution.
Want to watch a man drink water for 30 minutes?
The next one was for the International Championship, Orange Cassidy versus Shibata on, Is he on? You talking to me? You talking to me? Okay. The next one was the International Championship, Orange Cassidy versus Shibata at Rampage. That was a great match on Rampage. The next one was Anarchy in the Arena, Double or Nothing, 2023. Y'all remember that? The next one is Bryan Danielson versus Okada, Forbidden Door 2. The next one is Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, Forbidden Door 2. The next one is Trent Beretta versus Penta versus Moxley. Anything goes. It was the AEW 200th episode. The next one was the Blood and Guts of 2023. The next one is Chris Jericho versus Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door. The next one is Stadium Stampede 2023 at All In. And last but not least is Moxley versus Orange Cassidy at All Out 2023. Those are the matches, best male matches of the year. Great matches. What do you think? Davis is the best male match of the year?
It's gotta be Omega Osprey too. Like, how do you top the first match? I guess you drop a guy on his head, Tiger Driver style, like. And then how do you top that? You kick out at one with the fit, like you just do a whole bunch of stuff. I mean,
Yeah, that's some douchebag shit too. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, what? Like, you? How dare you, motherfucker?
Yeah,
like,
he just kicked
like I
out
thought
at
of this
two.
shit.
That nigga
Again,
wiped his ass with the Canadian flag.
yeah, it was again. They went full Brett, Sean, and Montreal vibes. That again, the screwdriver, kind of bullshit. Don Callis and interference and all that, but they still wrestled better than two guys ever could. I mean, Cassidy, Moxley would be my second choice, but those guys, again, like they had the first match at the top of the year and halfway through said, let's see if we can still do it. Like, and they did it, but it's one of those things like the sequel kind of might be better than the first, but I got to rewatch both just to make sure. But yeah.
What about you, Banks?
Technology's coming. I'm going with the sequel as well. The first one was great. I remember. I mean, obviously that was only in January, which would be a year and next month. But the one that they had at Wrestle Kingdom was up until that point my match of the year, and it was only like the first week of January. Then they doubled up with the second one, and it was just as great, and probably like David said, maybe better. I got to rewatch both of them again. The Tiger Driver spot I kind of hated, but I mean he took it, pause, and he didn't have a problem with it. But that was my only thing was his health and concern. But I really like that match.
Why do you hate it? Why do you hate the
brother.
spot? Because you just hate dangerous wrestling?
No, I just
Hey,
hate that
pause,
Tiger
nigga.
Driver
Taking no
move, yo.
Tiger Drivers be on gang.
But no one does them. That's why I was real like, what the fuck? Like,
I just think it's a dangerous spot to take. That's all, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
now
fall
the
on your
man
neck,
hurt.
pause. Neck strong, pause.
He was, yeah.
All right, Miss Lyric, what do you think is the match of the year?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Omega Osprey too. I love the first match. Actually, the first match was the Wrestle Kingdom match was when I decided like I have to be in Japan next year. But like the second one, like being there at Forbidden Door, one, the energy was crazy, but like two, they had two completely different matches for two completely different crowds, and they were both like so special. Like they didn't really like do a lot of the same stuff, which I appreciated. So yeah, that would be it. And second would probably be the Hangman Mox Texas Death Match from Revolution.
And CJ.
Did we say Swerve and Hangman doesn't count, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
don't
doesn't.
count.
That's
Oh,
next
yeah.
year.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's,
Next year.
definitely. Yeah, nigga's lucky, man. Nigga drinking nigga blood. You know what I'm saying? Like Vampire in Brooklyn. But yeah, Omega and Osprey too for sure. Whole bunch of flips. Whole bunch of storytelling. You're me, I'm you. No, I'm better than you, bruv. He said you suck, bruv. You get on my nerves, bruv. So that was my favorite part of that match. He was like, "You get on my fucking nerves, bruv. You piece of shit, bruv." So I was with that shit. I'll spray the truth. So I fuck with that.
All right, y'all. Okay. So it was a lot of great matches in 2023. All of these matches I felt like lived up in their own way. They was either talked about or lingered over. But for Keeks 2023 match of the year, everybody is correct. It is Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega, part 2 at Forbidden Door. It was that Tiger Diver spot. Kenny Omega is one of the best, in my opinion, wrestlers of this era. Will Ospreay is up and coming. He is also dope as well. They have some great chemistry. I can rewatch this match. This is one of the matches on Forbidden Door I do rewatch. So
yeah, and he's not broke no more.
Give it up for bruv and get well soon, Kenny.
Again,
he
just
is out
like Wrestle
indefinitely.
Kingdom.
Hurt my heart.
Yeah, man. Hold your head, man. Get better, Kenny. Listen, you earned this break, my G. If anybody's earned a
Yeah.
break,
Second break in the year.
My knees when I found out he was injured. That one hurt.
But when you watch,
I
but when you
cried.
watch those matches against that's where you see why. Like, and again, like these guys didn't have the main event either
But
time. And it's
the
like,
thing is, like, Kenny, the things that get him injured aren't even the stuff that be happening in the matches. Like, he'll just be having, like, he just be having regular people health problems, and I just be so scared. I'd be so worried. That's
it's still for a guy to do again the stuff he does. Ospreay too. It's the same thing where like that's why his back and neck were so messed up. You can only land a certain way so many times.
Earlier this year,
like, Kenny kick out at one on the Tiger Driver. You should.
Earlier this year,
All right,
I
so
was on Instagram Live, and he was like, "He said, I just want you to know, my career is not going to be long." So it's
that was a real.
He
said
it's going to be a short time, but it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
But this shit is not going to be long, y'all.
You know, every time Kenny get hurt, you know what I'm saying, that's when Riho come back. So,
but that moment was beautiful because it was one of those things where like, would you want to go at a slower speed? And he was basically saying, I don't want to be 50% of what I am now. I'd rather go all out for 2 years than be 10 years of 50%.
For sure.
You know, Kenny got going that Tom Brady shit. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely the Tom Brady of wrestling. Listen, go ahead and saying ease that out. You know what I'm saying? Throw them 5-yard slant routes. And then you'll be good. You know what I mean?
That's what Seth Rollins is doing. And look at him.
Wow. Okay. All right. So moving on to the best women's match of 2023. This is also the same amount as the last one. Gotta keep it fair. Women business, y'all know I held it down. So let's see. First off, it was Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm Full Gear 2022. Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie Double or Nothing 2023. Britt Baker versus Toni Storm versus Saraya versus Shida All In. Don't give me that look, Banks. ROH Women's Championship Chicago Street Fight Athena versus Kiera Hogan. Toni Storm versus Shida AEW 200 episode. Athena versus Willow Nightingale ROH Death Before Dishonor 2023. Chris Statlander versus Taya Valkyrie June. It was a Dynamite episode on June. It was a great match. Ruby Soho versus Willow Nightingale Owen Hart tournament on Collision. Chris Statlander versus Nyla Rose Dynamite in May 3rd of 2023. Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale versus Taya Valkyrie and Anna Jay on Rampage. All right, so these are the nominees for the best women's match of 2023. Since it's women business, I'm going to start with you, Lyric. Who do you think is the best women's match of 2023 at AEW?
It has to be the Athena Willow Death Before Dishonor match.
Okay. What about you, CJ?
I'm definitely agreeing with Lyric. You know, Athena versus Willow, my two MVPs. So definitely that.
What about you, Banks?
Willow in the match, so I'm going with the Willow match.
Yeah.
I'm a simple man.
And what about you, Davis?
I will say I really did like Jamie Hayter, Toni Storm from Full Gear. That match has kind of been lost because it's a year ago now, and we kind of forget what happened in the last year. And then the second one didn't deliver because the Jamie Hayter injury, and they really just try to get the belt off more than anything. So when she comes back, they should really run it back properly. But I like that match at the time, especially because it picked up like an Okada match in the final 5 minutes with the near falls. And the crowd turning on Toni Storm mid-match was something to see. But we were all kind of happy that Jamie Hayter was finally getting her moment after being Britt Baker's sidekick for all that long. So I'll go with Britt Baker, Toni Storm. I will say the Jade Cargill that Taya Valkyrie match was Jade's best match in the last like 5 months of her reign. She did that springboard drop kick, which was like, see, this is the stuff you should be trying. This is the stuff we can see in the future. But yeah, there were some other.
You gotta show up to work first.
Yeah.
What he say?
You got to show up to work first.
Oh, yeah.
And this show the work
all right
5 times in a row.
All good answers. It's the 2023 AEW Women's Business or Match of the Year. It is going to Athena versus Willow Nightingale at ROH Death Before Dishonor 2023. That was definitely the best women match of 2023, in my opinion. They delivered, they made history, they main evented. It was it was a lot of strong style going on, the near falls. It was just beautiful. It was brutal. They was both at it. And that's another match that I can go back and just look at. So that is 2023's Women Match of the Year. Congrats to those two ladies.
Yeah, shout out to Athena Donald. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Aaron Donald of wrestling. Unstoppable, no matter what. Billy.
All right. So now we down to our bottom two, the ones that the two. The first one is the best male wrestler of the year at AEW. Pull up the nominations. First one is Orange Cassidy. Next one is John Moxley. Next one is Kenny Omega. Next one is Darby Allin. Next one is Takeshita. Next one is MJF. Next one is Adam Page. Next nominee is Bryan Danielson. Next nominee is Samoa Joe. And last but not least, Swerve Strickland. These are the best male nominees of 2023. This was probably really hard for me to pick. I will start with you, Banks. Who do you think is the AEW male wrestler of the year?
The man that's always getting disrespected by Scott Steiner. Oh, Joe.
You
Smoking Joe. Sloppy Joe, as you call him, Paul.
All right, Davis, who do you think is the AEW male wrestler of the year?
It has to be Orange Cassidy. He held his title a majority of your, nomination period. Had matches on TV weekly pretty much, and great matches against Swerve, Kyle Fletcher, a variety of opponents that no one else could really pull off. And that speaks to his testament as a wrestler and someone whose character, again, his promo about I don't have a catchphrase is in your timeline. That's probably one of the best promos of the year when he says, I'm not the biggest, I'm not the strongest, but, I try and I put my heart out and, I don't have a catchphrase and I'm Orange Cassidy. That's what a great wrestler does. He sells you on himself, and the matches always deliver time and time out. And the wear and tear he was carrying throughout the year was building and telling stories without saying much. So he's definitely the male wrestler of the year, in my opinion.
All right. Ms. Lyric, who do you think is the AEW male wrestler of the year?
If this was after All Out, I would have to go with Bryan Danielson easily because the matches he's had is insane. But before then, I think I'm going to go with John Moxley just because he's been solid. He's been consistent. Had the steel cage match with Kenny, had the great match with Orange Cassidy. He just has been consistent, and he's elevated everybody who gets in the ring with him. So, yeah, I'll go with Mox.
And what about you, CJ?
I'm glad I had this moment because I've been waiting to have this moment for the entire show. I am picking the black man. I am picking Swerve because there's been no meteoric rise. Can I say meteoric on the show? I just said it. Meteoric rise, you know what I'm saying? Then Swerve. He talked to this nigga's baby. It was like, yo, your daddy sucked. And he's about to be champion soon, so I'm picking Swerve.
Okay, all right. All of these people have had a great year of 2023. Some more than others. this person that I chose to win 2023 Male Wrestler of the Year goes to Mr. Orange Cassidy. He had 31 title defenses in 2023. Ranked number 4 in the PWI's, Wrestler of the Year, even though I felt like he should have been higher than that, but whatever. Most matches on TV as a champion. He overshadowed our champion, so Orange Cassidy, rightfully so, is the Keeks AEW Male Wrestler of the Year. So freshly squeeze that.
I'm with that. He's more consistent, you know what I mean? Like,
Freshly
you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
He's on his Little Wayne 2006 mixtape run.
Yes. Great comparison. Yes. All right. Last but not least, best female wrestler of the year. Pull up the nominations for those. Jamie Hayter, Miss Sheeta, Chris Statlander, Ruby Soho, Taya Valkyrie, Athena, Toni Storm, Willow Nightingale, or Britt Baker. These are the female nominees.
No, yeah, I would say you can't have someone who said they had no TV time on, cutting a promo, which I think was a lie. Didn't she have a backstage promo at some point this year?
Full Gear to 2022 of All Out.
Oh, she definitely
The DMT ain't moving no NEEDLE.
Can you spell? Like
what?
She got fined and had to set some braces the same day. Where's my Invisalign, Britt Baker?
All right, Miss Lyric, who are you think is the female wrestler of the year?
It has to be Athena because Jamie was injured for so long. She would have been like a real contender if she wasn't. But yeah, it has to be Athena.
Davis, who do you think is the female wrestler of the year?
I gotta go with Willow because she was doing it in AEW, in ROH, in New Japan. She was crossing over to all the companies, either winning titles or having some of the best matches. Again, her and Mercedes was great. Her and Athena at ROH was great, and she was having great matches in AEW. Again, she won the Owen Hart tournament, so it has to be Willow Nightingale. But they're just said, Jamie Hayter, this is the year that could have been for her, and unfortunately got the toughest break of them all.
What about you, CJ?
Oh, I'm picking this. I'm glad that we had this the same way I had the last question. I'm glad because I've been giving her all the awards lately. Athena has been not only the best women's wrestler in AEW, but has been the best women's wrestler in wrestling and then top 5, period. Because of all the murder and death that she's been putting on. All right. So I'm picking Athena.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And what about you, Banks?
Willow. Eye to eye. That's it. Put her in any category. I don't care if you talking about MVP versus Jokic and Embiid. I'm going with Willow.
Yo, man.
I love Willow.
Big, meaty women.
I love Willow, too.
If this was Full Gear to Full Gear, I think this would have been Chris Statlander's award, though. I think that was extra.
Full gear.
Yeah.
If Chris Statlander was healthier for more this year, she would 100% have won.
But even in the 6 months she was back, she was doing better than, again, and
the 500 plus days.
Yeah. Well, no, just everyone else is what I'm saying. Again, like, because Sheeta was they were treading water with her because you knew, like, that's why I wasn't surprised when she won in 200. Because if you watch Rampage, she was constantly getting wins on Rampage. Like, they're going to do something with Sheeta. They're going to do something with Sheeta. The Toni Storm, the Outcast reign was terrible, but then who saw Timeless Storm coming out of that? No one. Yeah. So that's great reinvention coming out of that. So the other women who are up for this category have shined towards the end, but I think Willow was one who shined from start to finish.
Yeah, and this thing ended 2 days ago. It'll be Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, I love you.
Oh, and, my God.
Yeah.
You mean, my back. Oh, my God, it so hurts. I got to give up the title when someone says I'm an interim champion.
She
Yeah.
needed to back you out.
Oh,
Right?
we do not disrespect Thunder in this.
Ain't it Anderson San Antonio, ain't it?
Yeah, all right.
Don't disrespect Thunder.
Thunder
I
Women
don't
Yama is
respect her
back,
at all.
right?
So
Thunder Women Yama is back, and then we are lit.
We back, baby.
Bye.
But great choices, everyone. The 2023 Female Wrestler of the Year. I chose this person. She deserves it. She is the reason why people bought ROH. She has dominated the moment she got the title up until last week. It is Miss Athena is the female wrestler of the year. She has done the damn thing. She has had the most title defenses in all companies put together. And like I said, she is the reason and the direction that they are going. She has had the most main event pay-per-views as a woman, and they are reliant of her. She is putting seats in asses. I probably said that wrong, but y'all got where I'm coming from.
Putting the team a whole fucking back though.
Because he was ready to correct me. So whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying, but it goes to Miss Athena. That is the female wrestler of the year. She deserves it. Everybody clap.
She got to do this shit. She put the whole ROH on her fucking back though. Her leg broke.
She really did. And she lifted up younger talent along the way.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was just better than everybody. Like I want to do like the wrestling shit, like, and then like somebody who's been really hard on Athena over the years, when she was of another namesake at another company that we will not speak of because this is not their fucking award show. So, but she's been fucking just murdering niggas. And like I like that shit. She's better than y'all. All right, and I like that. So she deserves this award.
Yes, she deserves it. So that is all 30 winners of the Keeks second annual 2023. This will be the last show of the year. I will be returning January 15th, 3 weeks back. I need it. Holidays are coming up. And who knows the stuff that, it's going to be around the same time next year with the third annual AEW. I'll be watching. I'll be paying attention. You know where to find me, Public Enemies. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will post the winners on all the pages. And, of course, the Jeff Jarrett Flowers recognition, I will post that as well. Make sure you follow all of these guys on all their social media platform. Support them. Banks don't have a Twitter, so don't try to find him. He's not on Twitter, apparently. But you can find him on Instagram. He might pop back up. You never know. But be sure to support, like, and subscribe to Miss Lyrics Wrestling. CJ, you know him on Public Enemies. Make sure you like it and subscribe. Davis be doing his thing, his own thing, sometimes with Banks and then sometimes by himself with the sports shit, real sports people. Yeah, make sure you follow him. He's not going to engage with you. It's okay. But just follow him anyway. He doesn't like y'all.
If he don't like you, I don't like you.
Right. I like Sean though. I like Vinny. I like all y'all here, but especially Sean.
That's it.
Okay, but make sure you follow Banks on Instagram. You can catch him on Instagram. He looks like Maze from Frankie Beverly. I feel like that's his daddy.
Oh, drifting in my memories, face ass.
But yes, I will be back January 15th. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening to the awards. It's all fun. It's nothing personal. If you wanted somebody to win, it's okay. You can do your own. It's no disrespect, but it's just something for me. It's something just to have fun, something to reflect on this year. So I will be back for the third annual. I will be back in January 15th. I'm not doing the last pay-per-view. I'm not doing no reviews, nothing like that, but I will probably be on people's watch-alongs and show. I know, Lyric, you have watch-along coming up and stuff like this, so we are all droplets.
That's crazy.
I haven't heard that in a long time, droplets. So be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit my getaway music.
You've mentioned a couple names recently. Who were they?
Listen, man, they call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
Thanks.
Thank y'all for tuning in, joining me tonight for this. Is it still going?
Yeah, the best award show that you've ever seen in your life. You're welcome, people.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. It's late. I don't want to keep y'all up too late. So good night, everybody.
Good night. Shout out to B Cuz. I'm gonna hit you, bro. Lyric, I'm definitely about to follow you because you know about wrestling.